Day 19, just rolling out of La Argentière-la-Bessée, where I had a lovely overnight stop with Quentin and his housemates. A real delight and chance to dry the gear off and get a decent night's sleep and a good meal as well. So absolutely nailed it. What a morning. I think in a way it's a bit of a shame that yesterday I just got the head down for the 50k because the road was horrible and I couldn't really see anything either, and I could perhaps have stayed down the road and then potted up the scenic route this morning, but as ever progress was on my mind, so here we are. Just heading to the bike shop in Briançon just now just to have a look at the rear wheel. The bearings have developed a bit of play, so just going to investigate that situation and try and stop that becoming more of a problem. Quentin told me last night that the Col Agnel had actually been closed because of snow anyway, so that kiboshed that plan, but he has told me about another pass called Ladder Pass, or Col de l'Echelle I think it's called, and will take me over to Bardonecchia in Italy. Great touring! I didn't manage to get the gloves and the overshoes dry last night, so going sans gants this morning, and I've only got 2 pairs of socks, so I put the wet ones back on. Sans overshoes, chilly toes. Scenes from Briançon. Bit of drying going on here, tent in the background. And fortunately just got my wheel bearing replaced at the bike shop, which is very helpful. And now considering onward passage, really not quite sure where I'm going to go today. Hoping the rain's going to hold off. Just looking down on Briançon, new town from the old town. I've been here about 4 hours getting the bike fixed, drying some kit, making a couple of phone calls. It's been delightful. And now heading for a place called Navache, and then over the Col de l'Echelle, which is the ladder pass. What a relief to be off that motorway in the rain from yesterday and back on the country lanes. Scenic vistas, ticking along very nicely indeed. Good to see. Well, I was dithering in the Salon d'été, the lovely chocolat show, and the neige, the snow started quite heavily, and I thought I might be bound in Navache for the night, but actually it's cleared a little bit, so I'm going to make for the Col. It's another 200 metres climb to the Col, down into Bardonecchia and throw the tent up somewhere. At least then it gives me the opportunity to get a little bit lower, because it's bloody Baltic. I've got a down jacket on at the moment. Well, there was me thinking the Col de Perty was the creme de la creme of cols, but I think it's been surpassed. Oh, and here we are on the Col, rolling from France into the 4th country of the tower, Italia. I don't even know what hello in Italian is. Through the tunnel. Absolutely ideal little pitch tonight, apart from the fact that it's still very chilly. Seems football pitch here, but it's pretty well hidden, it's sheltered. Like it a lot. Day 20. Absolutely stunning morning. I've had coffee and waffles, and I'm away before 10 to 8. Let's go. Well, I've just had a delightful 40-kilometre roll down the valley from Bardonecchia. I've torn myself away from the high mountains, which are disappearing behind me, and happily have arrived back in summer. I'm back in a t-shirt, having been wearing pretty much everything this morning, which is a bit of a relief, and even chanced upon a Lidl. So I've just restocked, filled the panniers, and I'm going to go and find somewhere nice for a picnic. I must also confess, after all the moaning I did about the headwinds, that I've got a generous tailwind today. Easy miles! Exceptionally pleasant lunching spot in a little village called Condove in the same valley. And after using the woolly hat for the first time last night, the peaked cap has made its first appearance today. Well, I found my way all the way into the outskirts of Turin. Fantastic mountain vistas as far as the eye can see. I was going to go through the heart and then thought I'll probably die. So I'm skirting to the north and hoping to get a bit more rural for tonight's camp. Pleased with my route choice so far. Well, I've been pressing on for some time through some fairly faffy navigation. I even put my helmet on wonky. I'm in disarray. And the temperature has plummeted. It was t-shirt weather an hour ago, and now I've got the down jacket on, so find a camping spot pretty soon. Well, plenty of places to pitch a tent. Oh, maybe that might be one there. Well, I think I've found a pretty good spot for tonight. In amongst the farmers' fields. Well, it's 17:43 now, so you've really got to make the most of the light. Day 21. Well, coffee and waffles now becoming an expedition standard. Was had before pack up and up and away in 50 minutes, same as yesterday. So went 10 minutes earlier today, 6:50 the alarm went off. Could go earlier still really, it's a little bit slothful to be honest, but away by 20 to 8. So heading for a place called Borgo Monero today. Well, it's dreamy early morning touring here. Quiet roads, mountain vistas as far as the eye can see, and the temperature slowly rising. It'll be time to lose the down jacket very soon. All the way round to Monviso in the distance. Well, it's extremely efficient progress this morning. Over 50 km's done before 11 o'clock. And stopped for a little cafe latte. Got the bottles filled. Back on the road. Well, Varese is about 90 kilometres away, which is bang in the middle of Italian lakes country. I might not get that far tonight, but very optimistic of a lakeside camp tonight. Early lunch, coffee brewing, tent drying in the sun. A big massif here that runs on the Swiss-Italian border, and this peak just to the left here, I believe, is the Matterhorn. I cannot quite get over how good this route is. Pan flat, straight as an arrow, nothing on the road, going exactly in the direction that I want to. Well, the primary objective of Borgo Monero has been achieved at 3:30, so there's a couple of hours of light left. I haven't yet seen a largo, so I'm going to continue until I can see a largo, preferably enter it and then camp next to it. Largo. Achieved in spite of some absolutely atrocious Italian driving. It's been a big day. Very happy to make it to the Largo. It's really surprisingly busy around here, so I'm going to have to get a little bit crafty with the camping spot tonight. Well, it took a little bit of hunting, but pretty happy with the spot, well away from the main road, tucked in behind the trees. Ideal. Bit of a treat for tea tonight. We've got fresh ravioli with tomato sauce.